Hey guys, it's Ariel. So, I made a video on how the partial solar eclipse today, March 29th, 2025, is when I'm recording this. It is timeless though, so whenever you see it is when you are meant to. Also, if you do not resonate, that is okay. This is just information that I am feeling divinely guided to share with you. There was a video I made on the quick-tempered energy we are feeling as a collective. Anger, just impulsivity, very Aries, action-taking energy, right? Impulsive action-taking energy. But I'm also feeling the other side to this as well, which is the deep emotions from where that anger actually is rooted from. What this feels like to me is like this bombarding of old pent-up energy and emotions being pushed out, forced out because of this solar eclipse, but forced out because it's time to change. It's time to shift. It's the things that we've been putting a hold on for so long, just kickstarting that motherfucker. Okay, excuse my language, but for real, it's like things that we've all been like knowing that we need to work on, and now we're being forced into it because we waited. And that's fine. It's all in divine timing regardless. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. I have to get an oil change. Divine timing on that as well, even though I'm a little past due. So yeah, these changes are a little past due. Maybe you found your faith a little later than you had wanted to, but this is all okay. The other theme that I was feeling come up, the other archetype of ourselves that I was feeling come to the surface as of recently, was rejection and fear of rejection, or even fear of rejecting something or someone. So it's like this collective releasing of all of the times that we ever felt afraid of being rejected. Like we didn't want to put ourselves out there just to be rejected by the world, or rejected by our peers, rejected by our parents, our siblings. That is all dissipating. We are giving no F's, I'm getting, and we are like, no, I accept myself, so I'm doing this. I'm putting myself out there. I'm creating that content. I'm sending this application. I believe in myself. I don't need other people to believe in me anymore, since I am now giving myself that reassurance. I was in a situation personally where I rejected doing something that I wanted to do initially when I was brought the opportunity, but as I had time to move away from the situation and meditate on it, I realized, yes, I do one day want to do this thing, which for me, it was be invited into a band. It wasn't a band that was already formed completely, but it was somebody that was looking to start one. I was getting from my higher self that when I do join a band or create a band, it's going to be effortless and I won't have to give it so much thought. It won't feel like this internal dialogue of like, how do I feel about this? Should I go for this? It's going to be like, wow, this clicked so simply and easily. So that was my indicator of saying no to the person. And I had a fear of saying no, so I just ghosted them for a while. So I gathered myself, I typed out a response that was from my heart, from my soul. I explained that I had time to meditate on it, and I very kindly just said I'm, putting energy into other projects right now, which I also am doing, but I wasn't a good fit, and I felt that energetically. Now, for me to explain that I energetically didn't feel like I was a good fit, that seems very like spiritual of a way to put that. So I just explained it in a way that was simplified for them to receive. But it was a little shaky for me to reject the offer because I know I've been telling God for a long time that this is something that I want. But like I said, I know it's going to move smoothly if and when that day does come, because it's not this concrete, I'm going to do this one day. It's like, this is an aspiration, but it might not be my biggest dream, but it's something I would like to try. Maybe even just once or twice. But the reason why I'm explaining this personal situation of rejecting is because The other thing that I had been moving through recently, like in the past couple days, was sometimes when I'm speaking to my partner in life, or when I'm speaking in general and I'm being spoken over, or somebody's trying to speak louder than me, or like steal the mic because I haven't finished my train of thought, it makes me feel like my thoughts are being rejected or that they don't matter. So I had to really like speak to myself and parent myself and say, people are just excited to respond. This is natural. I used to do this until my cousin came to me very lovingly and very maturely and said, hey, cousin, you literally like talk over me every single time I speak, and it really bugs me, and I'm just letting you know. So I was like, no, like literally, thank you for telling me that. That's going to help me grow as a person. And it genuinely has. I had genuine gratitude to be, expressed something about my, I guess it's kind of like critiqued, right? But it felt like she was coming to me with this to build rapport, to build a deeper connection, because she wants to continue talking to me, but this thing that I do makes it hard for her to express herself to me. So it also taught me that I can come to people and set boundaries and explain to them if they are doing things that bother me. Sometimes this isn't always received on the other end very well. That is not for me to worry about, as long as I try and attempt to set my boundaries respectfully regarding the things that upset me. This is all that matters. This also plays into the rejection. Some people will reject your boundaries, and if they do, this is a sign to move away from these connections. You want to be in connections that allow you to feel respected in. As I have been moving through these impulsive, quick-tempered reactions, I've been taking a moment to say, we do not always need to respond. If I feel myself getting reactive, I'm just going to try to channel the root of why I'm being reactive. When did this happen in my life? Was it with my family, my guardians? Because my grandparents raised me? Was it something that happened growing up? Was it my siblings? What is the trigger, right? And then I've also been working on just feeling immense connection to everybody, because I'm realizing how alike we all really truly are. We all have all of the archetypes within us. We all have a healer within us. We all have a seer within us to some extent. We all have a tree soul within us, a grounding soul, a wise soul. We all have these things within us. It's bringing them out that we are channeling. What I mean is, we all have similar attributes and traits, and they come out differently. We process information differently. We react and respond differently. We all have different trauma. We all have different happy memories. We all have different core experiences that shaped us and molded us as a human, which is why we are all so individualistic, and our personalities all are so dual towards each other. But this is also beautiful, you guys. It's cool to be different than people. It's amazing to have different understandings but then coexist. And I think that as a collective human consciousness, we are moving towards oneness. I can feel it growing, if not just completely suddenly hitting us all at once. Like in my reality, everybody's starting to just like be themselves completely, and that reflects the fact that I am completely being my motherfucking self. Oh God. I'm also just relearning to just let go and enjoy life. I was sweeping the gas station earlier, and there was just this amazing breeze hitting me in my hair, and my selenite, and my Keshi pearl, and my clear quartz. Clearing the energy. I felt the wind just telling me, feel how beautiful this is to feel. Feel this presence. And it was God, you guys. I had a moment with God while I was just sweeping. Very simple thing, right? And I felt immense gratitude. I could have cried because of how grateful I felt to be alive. So this is what we are all moving towards as we release these heavier emotions like anger and depression and anxiety, and return back to sovereignty and to trust and to faith in ourselves, in one another, and in God, and in our surroundings, and in this planet. I love you. And just to end this off, I do feel like all of the quick work that is being done right now in the beginning of the year Like I said, this is timeless, but right now we are in March, the end of March. Right now, I feel like all of the quick work that we've done in January, February, and March is going to clear the space for the rest of 2025, you guys, to be abundant, royal, regal. Hold yourself accountable for your actions, for your words, for the things and thoughts that you send out into the universe, because they will reverberate back to you and they will materialize. So don't speak illness. Do not speak depression. Do not speak anger. Do not speak pointing fingers. Do not speak jealousy. Speak love. Speak forgiveness. Speak understanding, and seek understanding, and allow acceptance in of what already is and to be.